Follies.
Follies.
It's sad.
Sad. Real sad.
Whoa.
I've got those God, why don't you love me? Oh, you do, I'll see you later blues.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
And haunting.
Yes. The Marquee Theater looked amazing.
Yeah.
The set dressing is
gorgeous.
Just fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about how in our dream of dreams, we would have wanted it to be in an actual
dilapidated theater.
If not actual dilapidated theater, but
old.
an old theater. But, you know,
it would have added another layer. But the way they dressed the very new remodeled Marquee Theater was spot on.
It was fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about this show because, like, I was completely unfamiliar with it. I knew a couple of the songs, but I knew really nothing about the show except that it was like a reunion of showgirls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I knew it was sad.
I knew that it was going to be sad, kind of.
Heavy.
That it was going to have a lot of weight to it. I just wasn't prepared for it, I guess. I think I need to see it again and let it sit in my brain for a while and, like, mull it over. The production numbers were all so good. It was like, at the end of the first act, I was like, the production numbers are all so good, and I think the performances are all so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why I'm not, like, jumping up and down in my seat right now going, like, this show's amazing. And maybe that's just because it's, like, sad. But, like, I fully expected to go into it and come out being like, Follies! I want to stand up 1 million times! Bernadette Peters! And, like, go a little crazy. And I don't feel that way. I'm like, oh, it's so sad. Maybe that's just because it was a sad show. It's a sad show. It's depressing. The ending is really depressing.
Nobody learned anything. Or maybe they did.
But, spoiler alert, they just go back to their lives. At the end, the relationship between Phyllis and Ben, I think that when they left together, I was like, accepted it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I think their characters did learn something.
Yeah.
And went together. But when Sally turned around and went back, I was like, what? You guys seem so painfully unhappy together.
And when he also was like, we'll just wake up tomorrow and have another day. Why were all of those people married to each other? I don't know that question was ever really even answered.
What do you mean?
I mean, exactly that.
Sometimes people stay in relationships longer than they should. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, why were they even in those relationships in the first place?
Oh, I think they definitely explained that. Buddy married Sally because he loved her.
But he also saw her messing around with Ben.
And
this is my here.
But he thought that he was like, but I'm gonna marry her and she'll like learn to love me or whatever.
Here's a problem that I have with a lot of shows like this, where I did find this was beautiful, and part of the reason where I think I'm just not super affected by it is because I'm like, you guys, those were all terrible choices that you made.
Sure.
And I can't, I don't know what.
You can't judge the show because human beings make bad choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then I also don't have sympathy for them. Okay. It makes it really hard for me to have sympathy for them. So that's why I think it's like a beautiful show.
But you have a hard time, you can't empathize.
Yeah.
And you have a hard time sympathizing.
Yeah.
Right, that happens to you in life all the time.
Well, yeah,
where you're just like, you're an idiot. I don't feel bad for you. Let's talk about the actors.
Okay.
Because, like, I don't, like, the show, it's sad and all of that stuff. But,
and it's
like,
clear that something didn't click with us for the actual show.
For the actual show. But this is what's confusing to me, is that the performances are all amazing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They're all incredible, beautiful, wonderful performances.
And the production,
and
too.
The production's
it's like everything worked.
I just don't know what the tiny...
Yeah.
There was just like a grain of sand that didn't click with us, and I don't know what it was.
Me neither.
Like, Bernadette Peters. I mean, I almost, like, I don't even have to say anything. She's Bernadette Peters.
Her soprano sounds so good.
Right?
So good.
Especially because she's Bernadette Peters, so she has Bernadette Peters' voice.
Yeah.
And then to have her be able to do that is like amazing.
And especially as you get older, those notes don't necessarily go, but they're harder to sustain.
Yeah.
And it sounds like she's just like doing the work that she needs to do, and she sounds great.
She's a class act.
Yeah.
Jen Maxwell. This is the first time I had seen her in a show.
Me too.
So I was in love, obviously. Amazing. I mean, I don't know what else to say for each person. I just want to say amazing, 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 amazing. They're all amazing. But we will talk about them by name because they all deserve time. Danny Bernstein, the God Why Don't You Love Me blues, blew me away. Absolutely. And he was so phenomenal. And I just have to say, the girl who played young Sally in that song only, she only plays it in that song. I swear to God, I was like, Bernadette Peters? Baby Bernadette Peters? Oh my God, baby Bernadette Peters. Maybe it was just the wig. But she looked great. And they were great with him. And oh God, that was like maybe my favorite song in the whole show. That was also, you know what I thought was so awesome about Danny? Was that every other show I've seen him in, he kind of always plays like the wacky guy.
Yeah.
He plays the wacky guy. And this was like real and like heartfelt and like just human. And
that was good too.
Ron Raines.
Yeah.
Great.
He was fantastic.
Great.
Really great. He had confetti on his butt.
He did have confetti on his butt for a little while.
Distracting.
Yikes. Elaine Paige.
Oh my God, she killed I'm Still Here.
Oh my God, she just murdered it. Murdered it with an axe. And the axe is her voice.
Ah!
Oh my God.
Are professional actors.
Oh my God.
Professional.
Yeah.
I can't even believe we're talking about them. Like, we have the right to be like, how did Elaine Paige do
I
in a
know.
show?
Who are we?
'Cause
who are we to... But I mean, she's...
I know. Like, let's talk about Bernadette Peters' soprano voice. Ugh. We're horrible.
Mary Beth Peil.
Gorgeous.
Oh my God. She is literally the most beautiful woman on the planet. She is like, take your breath away. She is like, when you're at the stage door or a CD signing or something like that, and you connect eyeballs with her, you're like... You have the wind knocked out of you. You're like, oh my God, she's beautiful.
And
last, but certainly not least, Terri White. Terri White tap dancing.
those ladies can move.
Oh my God, that number was amazing.
And Jan also in her number in the second act.
Dancing. But Terri White. Listen, as you know, Internet, we love Terri White. We believe she was robbed of a nomination for Finian's Rainbow. We love Terri White. She's so amazing.
She's so fantastic.
And I hope that she's the one that claws her way to the top of that featured actress in a musical. I do think that certain shows strike you at certain times in your life.
Right.
And I think that if I revisited this show in, say, 30 years, I might feel differently. And it might click.
Part of me wants to say I hope not, because then I feel like you would click and be like, oh God, all the decisions I've made in my life are terrible.
Well,
and that's a bummer.
Hopefully I'm not going to make stupid-ass decisions like these characters did.
I know.
And, like, marry idiots and then just stay in a loveless marriage for 30 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think it's only depressing if that's what you've done with your life.
Right.
Is not followed
I just would be curious then how, in another way, it would click for you. Follies 41 revival.
Yeah, the 2041 revival of Follies. We'll update
revisit.
you. We'll update you in 30 years and when they revive Follies again, and we'll tell you how it affected us as middle-aged women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you so. It's like I'm losing my mind.
Jayne Houdyshell. Is that how you say your last name? Houdyshell? Houdyshell. Jayne! You go, girl!